In every field, there are top performers in sales. There are individuals who are making great money, who have great clients, and who are at performance levels that others admire. And in the same fields, there are individuals who are trying to get out. They believe that for whatever reason, you can't make money in that field. There are those who love real estate, watches and jewelry, travel, hospitality, automobile sales. They love fashion brands. They love these iconic brands and these beautiful environments, and they sell successfully in them. And then there are people who say there's too much pressure, there's too much stress, we don't have the right clients, things are not working, and I've got to get out of here and try something else. And so the question is, what is it that the person who is excelling is doing? What do they know that the other person doesn't know? Is it the territory? Is it the timing? Is it luck? Is it personality? What is it that is causing one individual to perform well and the other individual is having challenges? Now that's a big question when it comes to many fields. But what I'm addressing here specifically are those who are selling high-end and luxury products. The question is, why are you not selling enough of your high-end product or service? Why are you not moving more luxury? Why are you not getting more affluent and wealthy clients? Well, in my years of working with sales professionals, entrepreneurs, luxury brands, I've discovered that there are many reasons why they're not selling as effectively as they'd like to, that the brand is not growing, that they're not moving product in the way that they should. And if you are in this field and you're wondering, what is it that's happening? You seem to be doing everything you can and it's just not working. I want to explore with you 5 issues that I see that affect those who are not selling their high-end products. Now I'm going to count them down. I'm going to start with number 5 and then I'm going to end with number 1. And each one of these ideas are ideas that you should look at in your own career, life, business, performance, and explore whether this is a factor for you. Now number 5, believe it or not, is that the brand, the product is not selling, and that's because you're not professional about selling. You're not taking selling seriously. I can't tell you how many individuals I'll ask, what does your database look like? How many people are you approaching? How many people have you talked to? What kind of effort are you making to sell your product? And they will tell me, oh, we just do it word of mouth. We try to see what happens. We hope that someone comes in. We hope word will spread. They don't have a professional approach to selling. So I look at that and I say, well, that's why you're not selling, because you're not approaching it in a professional way. You don't have a definite approach to selling. You don't have targets. You don't have key performance indicators. You're not making a certain effort every day. You're not using certain tools. You're not professional about selling. Now, number 4 is a very common reason, and it's essentially that the person who is selling or the company that's marketing is not using the right words to do so. Another way of describing that is, if we're talking about the written word, is copy. What is the copy that you're using? What are the words that you're using to ask someone to engage with you? And this could be copy that is in the form of a script when someone is talking with someone one-on-one. It could be by phone, it could be in person, it could be in a print advertisement, it could be in a digital advertisement. Copy is about saying the right words that resonate with your audience and make them compelled to act. They hear what you're saying, they hear the words, and those words make them want to buy. Now, so many people take that very casually, and when you're targeting affluent and wealthy individuals, I have to tell you, you should never take that casually. The idea is that every word matters and every word should be carefully chosen. So if you're not doing that, it is likely that you're saying the wrong words, that your words are not unique enough, and those words are not compelling your audience to act. And that's what you need in order to sell effectively. Now, the third thing that I see is a problem for many high-end brands is their offer. They don't have an offer. And so what is an offer? An offer is the way the proposition, if you will, to the client is positioned, packaged, described. It's the terms and conditions. It's the deadline, if you will. It's the way you say to someone, you can have this if you do this. And the offer speaks specifically to some emotional idea that your client will resonate with. And so you can have a great product, but if you don't have a great offer, then that person will not be compelled to take any action. They will simply look at it and say, well, that's nice, and they'll move on. So you have to have an offer that is constructed properly. And again, your offer is different than your product. Now, the number two reason I see that brands, sales professionals, entrepreneurs in the high-end and luxury sector are not successful at moving their expensive product and service is who they are offering it to. They are offering the product or service to the wrong person. Now, in the marketing sector, marketing category, I should say, this is about your list. If you have the right list aimed at the right with the right products or services, then those people are going to respond because they really want what you have to offer. And so often we're trying to sell something to an affluent or wealthy audience, but we don't have that audience in our database. We don't have that audience. We don't have an offer constructed for them. We don't have a list of those people. So naturally, you're not going to sell the product if you're just trying to sell it to anyone. A high-end product has to be offered to a person who's seeking a high-end product, a person who has the willingness, the interest, and the inclination to buy that product. So number two is your list, having the right who in the process so that you can sell effectively. So what's number one? What's the number one reason that you might not be moving your expensive product or service? What's the number one reason that I've seen over the years that's affecting those who are selling high-end products, who are selling luxury products? Why are they not selling these products more effectively? Well, the number one reason that prevents someone from selling effectively is a level of conflict that they have internally. That is, the person who's selling it has a conflict about selling the product. Now, this might surprise you, but the person is not selling because they think the product is expensive. They think the product is not worth it. They have some resentment toward the audience. They are uncomfortable presenting the product. They don't understand the marketplace, and that prevents them from offering the product and presenting themselves in a definitive way. Now, these are all examples of conflicts, and the conflicts can be wide. I'll tell you the most common conflict I see is a person is selling an expensive product or service, but they would never buy that product or service. Or maybe it's not that they wouldn't buy that product or service, but they're not aligned with prosperity. They're not aligned with affluence and wealth. And so you might hear someone talking about trying to sell a product or service, and in the very next breath, a high-end product or service, and then in the very next breath, they'll talk about how they don't have money to invest in their business, they don't have money to do various things. They'll even talk about the marketplace in some cases, about this person doesn't have money, or this is the wrong target. And so they're conflicted about the way they look at things. I can assure you that the person who sells a multi-million-dollar jet is not trying to sell that jet to the average person on the street. They know that person is not in a capacity to buy a jet. They're not even thinking about where that person is financially. And so a lot of conflict comes up where a person is just not aligned with their product and service. They don't think affluent, they don't think wealthy, they don't think successful, and therefore there's a conflict in their ability to move a product or service. Now, these are all things that could be major roadblocks when it comes to selling a product or service. And all of these, I would say, are in the category of being aligned with the client. Being aligned with the client so that you can move the product. So what are these 5 things again? Number 5 is you're not approaching selling from a professional standpoint. You don't have a professional approach, a professional system. You're just not taking steps in a way that are organized professionally so that you can get the results that you'd like to have. Number 4 is you're not using the right words. You don't have effective copy, and that copy is not compelling anyone, if you have it, to take action. Number 3 is you don't have a compelling offer. It isn't positioned and packaged and presented in a way that makes someone want to have it. Number 2 is the people that you're targeting are not the right people. You don't have the right list, the right audience. You're not targeting people who have the capacity, the desire, and the willingness and inclination to buy your product and service. And the number 1 reason is that you yourself are not properly aligned with what you're doing. There are psychological conflicts. You might have some challenges in the way you think about money or affluence or wealth, or you are divided. You are sending mixed messages. You're selling an expensive product, and at the same time, you're keeping score about your own inability to buy and sell. And sometimes you're so fixated on needing the sale that gets in the way of serving the client properly. Now, this is a good time for me to tell you about my training to help sales professionals, entrepreneurs, luxury brands, not only solve these 5 issues, but understand how to move high-end products and services to market and build a business and scale that business successfully. It's called Luxury Lifestyle Advisor, and you can find out more about it at luxurylifestyleadvisor.com. That's advisor with an O. And what we do during this training, which is comprehensive, is we help individuals, sales teams, entrepreneurs who are selling high-end and luxury products understand how to build a business successfully around these products and services. This is a great time in the marketplace. There's great opportunity. While retail seems to be in decline in many ways, this has opened up opportunities for the independent marketer, for the emerging brand, and for the savvy sales and marketing professional who wants to capitalize on the opportunities out there. Clients are willing to buy from multiple channels. They're receptive to emerging brands, and the interest in luxury products, services, experiences is greater than ever before. So I invite you to learn more about this by participating in my next webinar. LuxuryLifestyleAdvisor.com is where you can sign up for my next webinar, where I'll describe the opportunity in the marketplace, I'll describe our training, and I'll invite you to participate so that you can solve these 5 issues and understand deeper how to address them, and also many others. Now, this is a very serious training process for those who are serious about business building. This isn't a cursory look at the marketplace or luxury. This is a deep training. So take a look at luxurylifestyleadvisor.com. There's actually a link below. You can click on that link and go right to the site, sign up for my next webinar, and you'll be able to learn more about how you can apply these ideas and others to your success in the marketplace. Now, if you like this tip, leave me a comment below, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you liked it, share it with someone in your network who you think could benefit from this, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel because I have a lot more coming. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.